All right. So, yay! Another day, another dollar.
We did it.
We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Some Dungies and Dargans?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Now I remember the Dargan, but I think we're on a boat, not a Dungan.
Okay, so how's our
I think
audio
you'll find you're
doing?
mistaken.
What's our audio doing?
Beasties and bilges?
That's
okay,
too
I
close
see
to
that you're-
beasties and bulges. And I've been to that kink night. It's not what I'm here for.
Ooh.
What's the like? It's not even
Yes,
bilge.
okay.
That's a
We're
different
good
thing.
on YouTube. Let me check Twitch.
Brig. We need brigs. Beasties and
Blah,
brigs.
blah, blah.
Oh, that's good. Beasties and Briggs.
Yeah.
We're good on. Yeah, we're good on Twitch too. We're good on both. Okay.
Huzzah!
We did it. We did it.
We're thing doers, everybody.
Okay.
So,
What's that line from Spider-Verse? Once more
I don't
from the
know.
beginning. Okay. Let's try that again.
all right. So, there are 4 entrances to the room.
Mm-hmm.
The first is where you all are. The second is where Celestrina was, and the final one is along the same wall all the way to the north. What is your pick? Where would everybody like to be?
I believe what so my plan for this quote unquote combat, upon seeing this giant dragon, I think Zinsha has dropped the pretense that we would be like killing our way through this and wants to talk to it. And yeah, or wants to try at least.
Well, so like, so this dragon is, as far as we know, bound in the same way that Nolamananji is.
Right.
And so, like, what's happening is that they're using the dragon's power. These 3 people are making the anti-magic field. So we just need to kill these 3 people, and the anti-magic field will go away.
Okay. Does that sound good?
You don't think that it's kind of like looking at things? Zinsha is like they're while the dragon may be on the battlefield, it is not a combatant in like the same way that Zinsha or the other members of the Concord are. It may do something else, but it doesn't seem like it's able to move or like move around and attack.
It doesn't seem like a threat to us.
It's bound. It is bound and kind of like stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, and it's just floating in the air, kind of like this.
I see. So Celestrina, the tactical genius, the strategery queen,
Right.
Says that we should just kill these 3 guys, and then I get to talk to the dragon. So I think maybe Erish and I.
Sounds right to me.
So maybe Erish can charge in, and I can fork off to the side and harrow them. And then we have Bay for backup, and we can just try to find good positioning. But I think we should probably enter from the same place, right?
Agreed.
Well, hold on, because and Celestrina looks around the room that they're in. We do have some resources available to us, and picks up a thunder rune, like the artillery bombs that they have. So, like, my idea as a player is, I think we should like open a door, toss in a thunder rune or 2, activate them, and close the door, and like then just like run in after that and kind of, you know what I mean?
Would a dragon be immune to thunder, do you think?
Not immune, but it's like these. I don't think these things are going to really make that big of an impact. It's like an elder dragon.
I'm not willing to do anything that might hurt the dragon, so I would need a little more assurance than that.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, okay. What do we know about like Nolamananji?
Yeah,
like,
I'm wondering if there's a check I could make to like deduce some information. I don't know what kind of check that would be. Maybe investigate or something.
What would Zinsha know?
You could do Arcana. You could do Nature.
I'll do Nature. That sounds rangery. What is my nature? My nature is +4. So I'm gonna roll a d20 to try to discern if this dragon would be hurt by a thunder rune going off in its proximity. I rolled a 10, so 14.
It will be, not grievously.
Okay, I would. Do you really think we need to do that, Celestrina? I don't want to hurt this dragon. We need to like talk to it or rescue it or recruit its help to save Nilamananji, or at the very least get its cooperation so we can know more about what happened to Nilamananji. I don't even know what happened really.
Well, I don't know. If it was Nilamananji, would you do it? Would you would you be all right with a small amount of hurting her to increase the chances of rescuing her from her apprehenders?
Oh, I've never been asked a question like that.
What would Nilamananji want you to do?
Oh man. Hey Bay. How do I think about this? Would you do something that would hurt your god if you thought it would help your god?
What a question. Right now, absolutely 100% yes.
Right.
The thing is, you gotta get inside your own heart box, you know, and you gotta look in there and see what's what, you know.
Okay, there's 4 chambers. 2 of them pump out.
No, not like literally in. That's gross, man. Stop.
Okay. All right. I mean, Celestrina, do you really think it's a good idea? Do you think it'll help us fight them?
I think it'll help a lot. I mean, I don't have that much experience with thunder runes specifically, but
Okay.
well, we've seen them exploding in the distance, and I mean, there's a chance that we throw this in there, explode it, and then they're all knocked out, and we're good to go.
I have an out of game question for Molly. Do we know the name of this dragon?
No.
Okay. Back in character. Okay, but if she asks who threw the thunder rune, I'm throwing you under the cart. I'm throwing you under
the rune.
Yeah, I'm throwing. I'm gonna tell her it was you. I'm not taking the fall for this one.
Well, I've had a
Erish will pat you on the back and will say, I think. How do you do? Okay. I think she will forgive you.
Okay. Well, I've been convinced. I say that
Okay.
out loud because I don't quite understand how communication works.
Good. Excellent. Yes.
Okay. So, you all want to come in through that southeastern door?
Well, we're not going to go in.
We're gonna throw the.
Okay. Well,
in,
okay.
right?
Well, the next question is there? Should we?
What if
I don't know. What if we toss in the rune and then close the door? They get exploded. Some people can enter from a different door, and then that person maybe they would come out through that. I don't know. We don't have to
Here's
make
a
it
question,
complicated.
Celestrina. What is the range on those? Do you know off the top of your head? What's the range on this thing that you just found?
Oh, it'd probably be like probably like 2 or 3 of the size of this boat.
Okay.
As there are artillery rounds. I don't know. Do I know the answer to that?
You would know that you are going to be the propulsion system. So, 20 to 60 feet.
No, like what's the blast radius is what I'm trying to ask.
Oh, the blast radius. The blast radius is this room is going to look different when you open the door back up.
So placement isn't going to be super important at this
point.
Right.
That was what I was expecting.
Oh man.
Wait, couldn't the caterpillar drop the thunder rune in and then leave, and then we use the code word, open the door, say the code word, and close it?
I think big fucking things though.
Caterpillars?
They've already been in there undetected.
Not the caterpillar.
The rune is big, so the caterpillar.
Oh, the runes are big. Oh, sorry, I thought that they were small.
I also thought they were small.
No, they were like artillery shells. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thin.
I thought they were pieces of paper.
Thin, but they're about probably foot and a half in diameter. So they're like a big disc.
very quickly, what is it? Is it like stone? Is it like ceramic?
It is
Okay.
it is like a bit. It is like a slate
Oh.
of kind of stone with the kind of diamond dust enchantment hewn into it.
Okay, and it's like this big. It's like a big guy that you have to
It's
toss.
like a disc. Yeah.
Okay,
Think like a
all right.
manhole cover.
Like a manhole
Strina,
cover. Thank you
Strina,
so
the more
much.
the more we talk
That's
about this,
perfect.
the less I like it. We gotta just make a move. You want me to brace the door? Or you want me to throw the rune? I'm the strongest.
I'm gonna stand back.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I'll brace the door. I'm wearing heavy armor. You throw the rune.
Okay.
You're good
And
at
then-
throwing things, aren't you?
I do this all the time.
Wait, actually, is Erish stronger than us?
I definitely have the highest strength, right? I think Erish is
Erish and you are kind of like in that middle area. Erish is, by the way, Erish is bleeding pretty bad.
Oh. Well,
Oh,
Erish is bloody.
oh,
I see.
I see.
Wait,
So, like,
before we
all
go
this
in, wait,
before we go
conversation
in.
is happening, and like a very stoic,
Okay.
kind of like watcher of the realm. She stands there and she's like, could you please give me something?
I'm almost out of magic, Bae. Can you do it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bae, yeah.
Okay.
I will use give life a couple of times.
Okay.
Maybe
I-
they're bloodied.
Yeah.
How about
I think I should throw the rune because I'm athletics specialty, like plus 10
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah. It's discus throw.
Yeah. Do I think the rune will explode when it hits the ground, or will I have to like
Yes.
act? Okay.
Oh, that's great. Okay, then if you throw it
So-
further, we can close the door more effectively and run
And
away.
Bae, I know you said you wanted to stand back, but I think it might be better if you and the rest of them can shut the door quicker and brace it. I'll even help. I'll be standing right there.
Erish
Wait.
will stand there and slam the door shut.
Wait.
Erish
Wait.
regains 17 hit points, Molly.
Okay,
wait.
good.
Let's not.
So
This doesn't have
Erish
to
is
be.
looking a lot better than they were.
We can just tie a rope to the door handle, and then we all run away, and then we just pull it closed from further away, and we're good.
Oh, it swings out.
Oh, no!
Damn you, GM!
Okay, all right. Let's run it. No, it's fine. I don't care. I
It's
think
a
it'll be
joke.
fine.
It's a joke. It's fine.
No, I don't think
Um,
I don't think rope is gonna. We're gonna brace up against it. We're gonna
We'll
hold
brace it.
shut.
Let's brace it. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
cool. So we are doing some things here. So
Yeah,
first,
we can go. We can do it.
let's get, so the first set of things that happens is you see kind of doing a beautiful Zinsha, a kind of radiating the light, the torch light that's bouncing off of these mithril walls is like dancing into their scales as they have this large disc under one arm, and as they bend back and their hip leads and their arm follows all the way through, and this disc flies across the room. Roll me an athletics check.
Oh, dice. Don't
Oh, wait.
roll me.
Wait, I am trained in athletics. I can help.
Is there any guidance effects I could get?
Yeah.
Is it guidance?
Yeah, absolutely.
is-
Please take guidance.
Okay.
I think you definitely would have done that before this happened.
Okay. 1d20, 1d4 plus 10. Don't roll.
And I'm
bad.
helping, so you have advantage.
And I have
3d20.
advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
First roll is the 17 on the die. I guess I'll fish for a critical success. Do I reroll the d4 with advantage or just the d20?
No, I don't.
No,
think
just
so.
the D20.
Okay, so
And-
17 was the first one, and 19 was the second one.
All
So
right.
31 on the athletics. So.
You got over 30 that way.
This
You are an
tremendous,
Olympic-
oversized disc whirls through the air, and as it does, you see this kind of like this small amount of gem dust that kind of whisks off the top, leaves this kind of beautiful trail behind. And as you are all kind of looking, bracing at the store, you kind of are all perplexed as this is like beautifully arcing through the air. I need a Celestrina, Erish, and Bae athletics check to slam the door
Mhm.
shut.
Good.
Okay.
We are about to get hit with a DC 30 con save. I just know it. I feel it.
I got a nat 20. I know you can't like critically succeed on but my athletics is bad, so that's good.
Yeah, that is especially good for Erish that rolled a 3.
Okay, yeah,
She
I used
slips
my
on her own
loaded
blood
die,
puddle.
and I got a 1,
Well,
which is
I
a
want to
6.
reiterate that I got a nat 20 and I rolled it with my gay dice, so it's a little heart. I think that should count for like extra.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
so,
true.
Bay, you press yourself so hard into this door, like, as the explosion goes off, the the door like wraps itself around you, and you're like in this safe little kind of like niche.
I'm also so much shorter than everyone else in the party.
Right.
So like
And so there's just kind of like after the dust clears from everything, you will just see a bay-shaped kind of like wall, like a drop of metal there. And Bay, kind of like a little bit of Bay and just enough space for Bay to squeak out behind it. The rest of you, I do need a dexterity saving throw as the door gets flung back,
Oh,
and
I'm so
you
bad at
all try to, or yeah, you're trying to get out of the way. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got. Oh. Oh.
oh,
Okay, I got a
no.
17.
That.
I rolled a 1.
No, Zinsha.
Okay.
Oh
So-
no. This is such a bad idea.
Oh, no.
I don't know what the consequence is, but I just want to say that I throw the disc and it's perfect. And as it arcs through the air and it's at the apex of its crest, it just this split second, Zinsha realizes this was such a bad plan. This was such a bad idea.
Regret everything.
Presumably get thrown against the wall and receive
Yep.
multiple concussions.
This is why strategy is important. This is maybe a formative moment for Zinsha.
What? You know, I never asked this question. What is Celestrina's intelligence stat?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's 10.
So you're an elf with 10 inch lecturing me on strategy. This is excellent. Everything makes more sense.
Yeah.
Tactics
All right.
isn't always
So,
in. Like,
Fucking elves.
the only person who gets to roll initiative basically Bay has a surprise round on everyone.
nice.
And everybody else. So Bay, you are just outside of this room, and you are kind of tucked in. You're kind of like wedged into a door-shaped U, a door-shaped enclave of you, as you see your friends kind of chucked back up against the wall, and kind of like getting their senses back around them. What would you like to do with your 6 seconds before as you hear kind of like alarms going off in this room and throughout the ship?
So I have a question for you, Molly.
I hope so.
The door is like wrapped around me.
Yeah, like around the front, like 250 degrees of you.
So like if I were to charge into the room and then say like use a spell to create a projectile out of the door.
Yes.
Okay, great. That's what I'd like to do.
So
what is this? Just Bay? Can you like see? Like, do we know what the status is of these folks yet?
No, because Bay has a door between them and
We saw.
Good.
Are they in the same position that they were in when the
you have
caterpillars?
no idea. You have a door wrapped around you. If you're gonna try to shoot
okay.
the door, you're gonna kind of shoot it
Yep.
blind.
Well, all right, fair enough.
Well, you could like run in and like spin around really quick and then like shoot it.
Spin around.
Yeah, to like look. I'm assuming
Bay-
that you were facing away from the door. When
Oh
it, like,
yeah.
wrapped around
I'm
you.
gonna like spin around really quick and do an over the shoulder glance.
All right. So you you will get the view of everything as everything kind of got blown back here. I will relocate everything for you.
Do we know, can we feel the anti-magic field? Has it changed at all?
The anti-magic field, it remains the same. You can tell that you are not able to use 4th level spells.
And the mithril hull seems intact.
The mithril hull is, so as you're looking around, like there are a lot of broken crates. Like this is like somebody who's playing Half-Life and has just a crowbar, got very bored and just broke everything.
Okay, that is an image that I am familiar with. Molly, I don't want to be the kid asking if you're going to check the homework, but this was a thunder rune? Are we deafened? Like,
oh yeah, we should all be deafened. Wait, we wouldn't be deafened.
The door
we would have had
wrapped
earplugs
around
in.
Bay's ears. So
yeah, so
I had earplugs in.
I was thinking about like deafened. I was like thinking about like nauseous too. So like yeah, I think like you will be, for your first turn, like you get a 1-turn penalty, and for your first turn, like you will be like half speed.
Okay,
and
wobbly.
be coming out of deafness as well.
I definitely think that it would be really cool.
Nice.
I definitely think that it would be really cool and also more logical if, knowing that it is a thunder rune, we all had earplugs in and the enemies didn't, and that could give us an advantage because like, we knew that this is a thunder rune. Maybe not Zinsha, but I would know. You know,
there are so many instances in the rules that say that thunder damage doesn't care about earplugs, only magical.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it vibrates your whole body.
Well, never mind.
It's like a cannon shell, right?
Well,
it
vibrates your whole body, but then it should. It would only deafen you if it hits your eardrums.
Okay, half speed, and you're gonna be half speed for your first turn coming into the room, and you will be coming out of the you'll have 1 turn of the deafened condition.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So let us get Bay. You're going to run into the room. You're going to do a spinning, twirling,
dramatic over the shoulder. Give them some face, you know.
You want to move yourself to where you want to go?
Do I ever? Okay, so let's see.
Oh.
15. So you said I have half movement, so I'm like here?
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm good. It's everyone else.
The door.
The door did in fact protect me. Okay, and these are like walls around the dragon,
it is
or
like,
it's on a raised platform.
Yeah, it's on a platform, and there's a railing running around it.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and get as close to this like opening that I see here as I can.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and shoot the door at this lady, at this giant lady. I'm gonna use guiding bolt, I think, because it has 120-foot range. And I'll upcast it to a 2nd level.
You're casting at the one with the bandage around its eyes?
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
Great. All right, so give me make an attack roll.
Okay.
At advantage.
Oh, fantastic. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Fantastic.
Roll me your damage. Plus I'm gonna say 1 extra die for door damage.
Okay, cool. An extra d6?
Yes.
Okay.
Dormant.
This is gonna be a sweet roll sound. Okay. Mixed results. That's all right. 12, 15, 20.
All right, cool. So this you see as things are kind of coming around, Bay is like runs into the room, does like a kind of a quick twirl, and out of the one eye, Bay gets like a lock on this giant that's stumbling forward, kind of like barely able to get its senses, and you just see this kind of spark of divine water flow around Bay and shove this door through the space. And as it slams into this woman, we will roll for initiative.
Okay.
Everybody?
Yeah. Whole bean.
I got 15 on the die.
No, and don't forget your
17.
plus 3 if you didn't already count it.
3.
Why do I have +3?
I gave everyone a buff at the beginning of the day.
Oh, an additional +2.
Oh, okay. I have a dirty 20 for my initiative.
I got 17, or actually 19. Sorry, I got 19. A dirty 19, if you will.
I got 17.
1 second, y'all. Sorry, I'm rolling everybody else. All right. Hey, baby.
19. Do you crit on 19s?
Hey, baby.
Me?
What do you
17.
So
I don't know what's rattling in my 19. I don't know what's rattling in my headphones, but it can't be good.
That sounds
Is there
infuriating.
not enough snare in your headphones? You need someone to turn it up?
Tighten the snares.
Zincha.
I got a 20.
And then let's see what we get here. All right. So, as everything kind of comes to a head here, we start. Top of the order here is the giantess who has just been smacked in the head with the door. She is going to look at you and say, "Be gone now!" And you feel a twist, give me a wisdom saving throw or charisma saving throw.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to be like, I can't hear you.
Sorry, say again. Okay, that's gonna be a 12.
Bay,
Yep.
you are in another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. There's really cool colors everywhere.
Okay. Not mixed bag, not the worst.
It's kind of there's nothing to do, but there's also nothing to not do.
Okay.
Nothing to avoid. It seems safe, but yeah, you're in another dimension.
What kind of looking are we talking about here? Like without eyes, like just like, but like as though they have eyes, like.
No, this is banishment, but isn't that like a level 5 spell or 6 or something? Is it a one-way? It just must be a one-way anti-magic barrier.
You have just seen them use magic that you know that you would not be able to use.
And I'm just like wondering about their like vision, like the way that they like looked at Bay is the vibe that they can like see somehow else other than that their eyes that are covered.
You're seeing you're guessing that this looking at them you can make a check to get some more information about how you might go about blinding this person, but they clearly don't seem blinded by the wounds to their eyes.
Cool.
Banishment is concentration, so I know what I'm doing on my turn.
Uh-huh.
All right. So speaking of your turn, Zincha. So let me actually make real quick. Or no. Yep. The mouth of the dragon starts to bristle with sapphire shards.
Bristle with sapphire shards, like they start to
like coagulate in the mouth. You see like a large amount of sharded rock, very sharp rock, start to accumulate in the mouth.
I want to ask, and you can be like you don't know, obviously, but is it giving I'm about to use a breath weapon, or is it giving I have rabies and I'm frothing?
It is giving you are feeling that cover might be a good fucking idea.
Okay, I am, and we're all deafened.
Yep,
so,
I'm just chilling.
Come on.
Okay, I am going to try to get eye contact with my party members, and all of these boxes are fake, right? They've all been the ones that I'm seeing here. They've all been shattered and destroyed.
They all are. There is just wood scattered across the floor.
Okay.
How raised is the platform?
2 or 3 feet.
Okay,
Cover
so we could.
is a good idea. I'm going to actually try to save Bay because I think Celestrina and Erish will figure out what's going on. I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Celestrina and Erish, point at the dragon's mouth, and try to imitate it with my own mouth because they see me use a breath weapon and be like, this is what's happening, right? Just like conjure up some energy around my mouth. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 of my squares, which is 15 of my 40 feet. And I'm going to try to grab Bay and carry them back behind the door.
Bay is not there.
Oh, Bay's been
banished.
banished.
I'm banished.
Never
Has been
mind.
banished.
Oh, that's
been
much better.
banished.
Bay is safer than everyone else.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just chilling.
Right, Bay's not there. Right. Okay. Then in that
you
case,
see, for all intents and purposes, you see Bay like a spark, a trail of divine energy, and a door skittering across the room. You walk out, and there's nothing. There's just the giant standing there getting ready to chase you down.
okay, well, I was going to throw some daggers at the giant, but now that I think there's a breath weapon coming, maybe I should not try to break their concentration. Bay's banished. I'm thinking out loud. I guess I'll take...
You think that going after their concentration is a great idea?
I think it's a great idea.
Well, I mean, unless you want to just like wait until after the breath weapon, right? That way Bay is like safe from the breath weapon, and then you can go after their concentration.
That was my initial intention, but if I'm getting the instinct that it's a good idea to break the concentration, I think what I'd rather do is try to throw my daggers. I don't actually have to hit very hard to make them roll for it. I might make them make 2 or 3 concentration checks, and then with my movement, I can maybe still grab Bay, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I have to use an action to like grapple Bay. I can just pull them by the collar and be like, "Come this way." Like,
Yep.
Is that reasonable, Molly?
Accurate.
Yes.
Great. I'm gonna just from where I'm standing without even moving, forget the momentum strike or whatever. I'm just gonna throw 3 daggers at the giantess and see what I can make happen.
All right, shoot your shots.
For what it's worth, this is one instance where like having someone who can throw 3 daggers in a turn is really, really good, regardless of if it's like as much DPS as casting Fireball.
Yeah, I think the main problem I was having is I shoehorned myself into just throwing daggers. Yeah,
throw your shot.
Sorry,
doesn't matter. I agree. This is useful. The greatsword's good when I need to actually do damage. 18 plus my proficiency plus strength is okay. 25 to hit on the first one. Hits. Okay. It's just going to be D4 plus 6. So that's 10 total damage.
All right. So we have our first throw here.
Yeah.
Saves.
Okay. Now we'll do the second one. Nat 1, so that one's gonna miss. Now we'll do the offhand. 19, which is right next to the nat 1. It's for a 26 to hit. It does hit. Yes. 25 hit last time. This one is only 3 damage because it was my offhand, so no strength bonus. 3 damage.
3 damage. All right, so that is a total of 13 damage, so up to 33 dealt.
Yes.
And
another.
Go ahead.
Another concentration save, please, and thank you.
And another concentration saving throw. Ooh, definite pass.
Okay. So Bay is still gone. Concentration's still up. I did a little damage. I gestured to my friends what I thought was about to happen. And I would like to duck behind the door and get some cover. And, maybe if I could pull somebody behind with me, maybe. I think Celestrina's next in initiative, so maybe I'd try to pull Erish with me if that's allowed, but...
Okay. Yeah. You are seeing that... Yep. Cool. You try to do that. Erish will kind of fight their way forward. Okay. The next up here is this dude. This dude is going to stand up. gonna stand up for what they know is okay, and they are going to throw a there you see them running forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, and they are going to throw about a 3-inch sized ball halfway across the room. So here I need Erish and Celstrina to make a dexterity saving throw. As this ball lands beside you, kind of this 3-inch big ball, it rapidly expands to the size of about a 10-foot diameter.
Wow, my special loaded die got me another 1 on a save.
You know, that'll be.
They heard you talking smack.
It did hear you talking smack. All right, so that'll be 10 bludgeoning damage as the ball sends you flying forward. So that'll send Erish 10 feet forward that way, and that'll send you 10 feet forward this way.
Rude.
And you're getting that these abominations, through whatever magic that they have, they are able to like very quickly displace people. And then that undoes.
That's my
healing.
thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm a meanie head. I'd never told you otherwise. I'm just one of those mean GMs that really likes to hurt her players emotionally. Okay. So next up here is Celstrina. As this ball flies across the room, slams into the ground, you're hucked forward into the space where you know Bay once was. What would you like to do?
Well, and just to paint a picture, I'm still like disguised as a giant. I'm not trying to use it. I just wanted to paint the picture here that there's like some random people, and then like one of the giants from upstairs is just here, not from upstairs. One of the dragon riders is just like here also for some reason, which I just think is funny and hopefully will be like annoying and confusing to our enemies here. Unfortunately, I do get the picture. I've gotten the picture about the like get cover situation from the like gesturing from Zinsha, and like I can see the dragon. But unfortunately I can't make it out of the room. So I'm going to dash and go out of the room.
Okay, cool. You run out of the room.
Okay, that's it.
You do it. All right, next up is Bay, who is... Do you want to do anything in the demi-plane?
Am I my standing? Where am I floating?
Yeah, you're sort of floating along. It's like a river, but you're not wet. And there's just the astral sea is beautiful all around you. There's stars everywhere.
Okay. No, I think I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm just going to meditate and enjoy this beautiful, weird experience that I'm having.
Cool.
You don't want to send any prayers out while you're in the same place as the gods?
That's a good point.
You got any T's and P's to send out?
I want my answer was too snarky. I want to I'm still trying to connect with what's his face. So if there's any chance, if I'm in a place where some of his essence may be
Hodmor's?
No,
Tolgeth?
the other one. Yes, Tolgeth, thank you.
The other one.
The other one, you know.
He loves it when you call
that
him that.
bitch. That's what I'd like to be doing. I'm like sending out just like hey, you know, if you're out there, I'm open. I'm a vessel. Occupy me.
And you, as you're kind of the 6 seconds that you're sending this out, you kind of lay back and you're floating along and you send out these psychic messages. And you actually start to hear a voice start to come back in your ear. And then we'll go to the other boog here, or it'll actually go to Erish. Erish will also dash behind the door because she knows what's coming. The other boog is not super sharp, so they're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's where they will end their turn.
I want to correct something that I said. I do not go out the door. I go out the doorway. The door is somewhere else. Hope this helps.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Adora, for keeping
you
our
so
theater
much.
of the mind consistent. The door
Yeah,
is
yeah.
kaput. The
I hate
door
a
is
continuity
kaput.
error, you know?
The door is here. It's just
If
like
there's
on the
one
ground
place
over
I
here by
can't
the
stand continuity errors, it's in D&D. I can't fucking
Uh-huh.
stand it.
So
This is great.
rude. All right. So that would normally be our break timer, but we're gonna finish. We're gonna do this round of combat and then see what happens.
I agree.
So the giantess will say, "Oh, your trick failed. Now you're hiding behind a doorway. Come play with me." And you'll hear a crash of flame magic hit up against the door as she tries to taunt you with some magical exertion here.
By some species standards, I'm technically a minor.
Terrifying. So you see, well, you don't see. Nobody sees anything. A tremendous buffet of shards tear across this room and bury themselves into the mithril flooring in this place. Next up here is Zinsha. You round the corner, you poke your head around, and you see just shards of sapphire all across the deck. What would you like to do?
Can I give you a piece of inspiration that may be fun? If you want to throw any daggers, consider throwing shards of sapphire.
That's a good idea.
That's cool.
That's a good idea. Do they look sharp, Molly?
Very sharp.
Okay. Do they? Does Zinsha think they might have some kind of elemental damage?
Strategy?
Actually, no. They would not.
They're just sharp as shit. Okay.
They're very effing sharp.
Okay. Zinsha,
it's just
number
cool.
one priority. If you want me to spend like an action economy thing on this, I think Zinsha would do that. How does the dragon look? Is the dragon okay? Was that a death rattle or an attack? Like,
good question.
It is the dragon. So you're looking at the dragon doesn't seem unchanged. Its eyes are pretty blank as all of this is happening.
Okay. And was there any damage done to the people we're fighting?
They were all standing behind the head of the dragon, and it kind of sprayed a conal down the hallway.
So this was an attack against us, not the thrashing of a creature, is what I'm concluding. Don't tell me if I'm right. That's what I'm assuming. It's being compelled to do that to us. So since I see that they were unharmed behind the head, that's where I'm gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 feet. I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Okay, I wanna step back because this entire floor is now filled with crystals and broken boxes. I'm gonna say that the entire floor is difficult terrain.
Cool. I'm a ranger. I'll ignore that.
That makes sense.
Is that actually true? Hold on. I might not have that yet.
I think that used to be. Well, no, that's a free runner thing, I think.
Okay. Hold one moment while I find out if I can ignore that.
I'll check ranger. You check free runner.
I'll check free runner. You check ranger.
All right, fine. If you insist.
I'll hang out here.
Okay.
You guys
Yay.
are
Charlotte, how you doing?
I liked it.
You liked it?
The word
No
difficult
teamwork.
doesn't appear on the ranger page. I tell you that much.
What does roving say?
It's you have more speed, and you have a climb speed and a swim speed equal to your speed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wait. You don't care about the shards on the floor. You can do parkour.
That is true. I can run on the walls.
And
That
the
is
ceiling.
true. I have free runners, so I don't ignore them because they're difficult terrain. I ignore them because they're on the ground.
Okay, so you're gonna run along the wall.
Yeah, so
Counterpoint.
I mean, that will change the nature of my movement. We'll go 1. This is along the wall, I'll say. 2,
Yes.
3, 4. So that's 20 feet. And I'm now realizing I'm not going to make it past the head is like at the front of this box platform that the dragon's on, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No, the head is where the mini for the dragon starts.
Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I would quite make it. So I think I'm going to use my action to use my ring of zipline fun.
Oh, that's also good.
Yeah. And then I don't even have to land. I'm going to put the zip line after. I'm going to remember how to draw a line on this.
Left
thing.
side pencil.
Left side pencil. I don't see a pencil.
Oh yeah, I don't have a pencil either.
Okay. There's a line.
There's a line. Great. Okay. Oh, I've changed tools somehow. I don't know what that was. Okay. Whoa, what am I doing? How do I... Is this select?
You want the top tools.
The
What would you like? What would you like?
I can't click on my character. I just want to click on my character. Token controls?
Token controls.
Great. Sorry, it didn't work last time. There's my zip line. It goes all the way to the wall. It's like 100 feet. My running speed is 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And then I'll use my bonus action to zip all the way like over to this corner.
So I'm going to
draw... I can only go like 50 feet. But,
I'm going to draw your absurd zip line.
Fun.
I love this
That's
magic
super
item.
Fun.
It's really fun. The only thing that's bad about it is it costs an action. This is going to be really good for the rest of the fight.
All right, so Zinsha runs forward, taps twice. Flavor this for us.
Okay. You see, so if you were looking at the doorway, you would look at head height, right? You would expect a humanoid, medium humanoid person to come out. Okay, that is not what happens. You see at the very top of the door, which is sized for giants and is therefore far off the ground, you see this green flash of this blur swing around and start wall running like if you've played Sunset Overdrive or Split Fiction. Wall running, my hand on the wall, my feet kicking off of it. I kick off the wall at the end as I start to lose my momentum, do a spin in midair, and you see a Spider-Man style whip to the thing, where I grab onto it and then do just get yanked, just completely yoinked in the direction towards the corner of the room, moving so quickly the entire time that it is difficult to get a bead on me or even see any of my features.
Nasty.
That is what happens.
All right, freaking sick.
Cool.
All right,
I love martial characters. I wish they had spells.
Yes, spells. Wait, are there any spikes in any of our enemies?
No, they're all standing behind the head.
Yeah, but if we stand behind the head,
they knew it was coming.
Okay.
Is what you can tell from what happened here.
I thought you said the head was where the token is.
Okay, and you said we weren't deaf after the first round, by the way?
Yeah, you're not deaf any longer.
Okay. So then I guess if I get a chance, get behind the head.
Yes.
Great. Can we use so what are the mechanics of the zipline? Can we use it?
No, but I can carry you.
Okay.
So I might, and I can now use my bonus action to move 50 feet on it. And I also have my like regular movement. So I could, in theory, become a little conveyor belt type situation, like a little.
Right.
What am I thinking of? Yeah.
A zip line?
A little rail line?
A little rail, yeah. A little high speed rail. A little monorail. Yeah. Monorail.
All right. Is going to force a dexterity saving throw from you as you're moving along your zip line. A one of these balls flies over to you, this bit of necromancy magic, and expands rapidly, trying to knock you off your path.
Okay. Oh, that's off the table. Let me reroll that. 14 plus 5. 19.
So as this small ball comes through the area, you saw Erish get blown over by this earlier. You see this and you swing up along the zip line as you're moving along, as it expands out and the zip line kind of moves up with it, and you kind of your feet kick off the floor for a second as the line straightens itself back out and you continue pushing along. Celestrina, you're up.
Can you remind me where the like northeast exit entrance is?
It's about where I am, I think.
It is 20 feet north.
It's 20 feet north of me?
I will put a 20 feet north of where Zincha is.
Okay. Yeah, that's far. I don't think that's worth, you know.
There's a box there.
I mean, maybe.
I'm going to honestly, maybe this is a bad idea because I don't know, maybe this puts like Zincha in danger, but I'm also invested in like getting some like saving, like some what are they called? What are they called? Sorry, concentration saves. I'm invested in having concentration saves happen.
Okay.
So maybe they would just attack Zinja. It's fine. I'm running it.
You don't have to worry about me.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to pop my head out and cast Forsaken Chains on the Banisher and then just like leave. Is this door on the bottom also a door?
No.
Okay. Is there a door on this?
It's across from us on the left.
Okay, well, those doors are all far away, so I feel like I should just stay by this door, realistically. I'm just going to duck right back out of the way.
Cool. As this happens, so you see Celestrina come out as three strands of butterflies reach out and start to wrap themselves around this creature. 5 strands of butterflies reach out and wrap themselves around this creature.
I want to add one more thing also, which is
ahead.
just that, like, I think that what I would really like to do here, which I think is funny, and I don't know if it'll help, but I have a bonus action. I want to use Grasping Shadows to throw up a darkness sphere. So what I'm going to do is I run over here as though I am running towards them. I cast Forsaken Chains as I go. I am running towards them, and I send up my darkness, and then I go back, but they can't see me go back out of the way.
Okay.
That is it. That's my turn.
So your darkness bubble is
It's covering the doorway. That's basically close enough. Like, it's just the doorway. It's like a 10-foot radius, so it's just around here somewhere. Does that make sense? Like, I pop it from myself here, and then
I'm looking at it. I was reading into this class, and there was something that said that like you can't leave.
Right. It's like I think I can't leave, which is fine. I'm still in the bubble because it's 10-foot radius. I can't leave. My allies can leave. I get to pick a number of enemies who then also cannot leave. They just can't leave.
Okay.
Which is
where is your so this is
it's like here.
This is your box. Where are you centering it?
At where my character currently is where I want the center to be.
Okay.
And so I'll just be here.
All right.
So I'm still in the bubble.
There's a 20 by 20 sphere box because D&D here. So as this occurs, Bay, you hear this wonderful voice coming through the cosmos to you, and you hear, "Hello. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty." As you have gone into a very strange dimension.
About my what's what?
Exactly. I thought for a second that you didn't understand me and I was going to do it again, but I was like, no, you're playing into the bit. Appreciate you. All right, so here, Erish is going to do the Erish thing. Do that Erish thing. Do. It's going to, and Erish rushed in. Let's see how far we got with 30 feet. 40 feet away.
Of difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's...
Oh, yeah.
She's still in the garbage. So she has to dash in order to close here. So does she have something that will make this better?
Just
No, not really. There's nothing
Maybe
really
she should
here.
also hide. I don't know.
She's gonna stay in the darkness bubble.
Okay.
So that she can start to close, because she's definitely concerned about that.
It's smart. Maybe I should have done that. That's wise.
The other boog is very angrily gonna keep chasing after you and throw its ball at you. Make a dexterity saving throw. Zincha?
Make a dexterity saving throw, Zincha.
Yeah.
I rolled a 23.
All right. Another ball comes by as you're whipping along on your zip line. Both of these giants are like mad, throwing these balls at you, trying to get you. And you're able to kind of agilely flip over another one as it expands, trying to close with you. And that is where we will go on break. And we will pick back up with the other half of this combat on the other side. Thank you so much for being here with us. And we will see you at 9:25 Eastern. See you in a minute. Bye.
Bye.
Skill issue. Everybody, we're back. And so
Whoa.
is Winston. Winston is back.
And the butt of my cat is not on screen
butt.
for the audience, only for us. It's a secret thing for just the players. and
Secret
Molly.
cat butt.
Secret cat butt.
It's very important that it remains secret. It is a highly classified cat butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so everybody is squared back into their frames, and now here we go. I need to get over to the freaking thing. Top of the order here is my friend, the caster. We have sort of an FU spell here. That'll be fun. That'll be cool and fun and unique and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, love those words.
yes, okay. A spout of flame erupts around you, Zinsha. Make the most important dexterity saving throw you've ever made.
I haven't made that many, so it's a pretty low bar. All right, let's see if we can roll another.
Okay, buddy.
As a 40-foot high, 10-foot radius cylinder of void tinted flame erupts from beneath you.
How does a 13 do?
Not great, Bob.
But they look so cute.
It's
No, you
not
did
great.
say
I'm very
flame.
sorry.
You did
I
say
did
flame.
Say flame.
I do get to get resistance to the flame damage because of the last spell slot that I saved for just such an occasion.
You saved it. Oh, nice.
Excellent.
All right, so let me get. I have to roll 10d6 right now.
No, you don't. You made that up. That's fake. 10d6. Is this an upcasted fireball?
No,
Fireball is 10d6 by default.
What the
Fireball
fuck,
is
wizards?
8d6. Fireball is 8d6.
Oh,
Let's
my bad, I was
dial
wrong.
it in.
Oh, is it wall of flame? What is wall of flame?
No, it is.
Fireball is
You are
10d6
getting hit by
if you
flame
make it
strike.
5th level.
So first three dice are 13. Second three dice are 8. Third three dice
Oh no.
are 5, 4, 3. That's 11, 12. And the last die is 2. So we have 21 plus 14. That is 35 total damage. The flame half is 21. So you can have that.
It's not the same.
No.
It's
No,
half
half
flame,
of
half
it's flame,
flame.
half radiant.
5d6 radiant damage. Blah. Okay, which half is higher?
The flame half.
Well, you can only reduce the flame half.
There's radiant's not an element for absorb elements.
Yes.
Darn it. Okay, so accounting for my resistance to, and I only have one reaction, so I can't safety roll. Okay. Bummer. Okay. If only I had 2 reactions. So
Good.
I am having the fire half. How much damage am I taking?
Okay, you're gonna half the fire half, which takes you down from 35 to 25.
Okay, and I had 51, so I'll go to 26. Okay.
As far as making it through a 5th level spell hitting you, that's pretty good.
I think
20,
you
only
rolled.
taking 25 damage is pretty great.
I think you rolled pretty low.
Oh, thank you. I work really hard on it. And this giantess is going to kind of pick its feet up off the air and kind of float in a very mind flayery type way over to
lovely.
you. Next up, kind of like in a strange, disconcerting way. Next up, we have the Dargon. Oop, that's good. Nothing is happening with the Dargon. Zinsha, you have the caster in your face. What would you like to do?
How heavy is she?
What do you want to do?
I want to drag her across the zip line towards my team, and I don't know if you've seen that GIF from that anime where they punch the guy a lot, but it's like that.
Okay.
What?
So make you can make
So that
grapple. You can force a grapple check as an
Jujutsu
unarmed
Kaisen.
strike.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen. It's when they beat
So
the guy.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
no
sorry.
matter how many times you explain anime references to me, I still never have seen any anime ever. So
Well,
I
that's a
appreciate you
skill issue.
and thank you so. I know.
All right,
I'm
so-
not a very good trans person.
So if I want to, this is a grapple, right?
Yeah. So you want to make one unarmed strike as a grapple. What's your DC?
Oh, it's scales off my strength or my constitution?
He's baby.
Strength.
Strength. Then it is, I think, 15, because 8 plus proficiency plus strength, so 8 plus 3 plus 4 is 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. Let me double check
Wait.
grappling. Let me double check grappling rules.
This is like kind of random, but if we think that this is a good, no, wait. I'm assuming they cannot use like lucky, or not lucky, but like halfling luck while in a banished demiplane.
I assume that I could. I
has
have no
Bay
perception of
cannot
what's
see
happening.
or
Yeah.
do anything.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's a Bay thing. Okay. Cool.
So, let me get this
Or
up
maybe it was
here.
lucky. I don't know.
I just want to make sure that you can grapple a huge creature as a medium creature.
Oh, she's huge, not large. I cannot. I for sure cannot. You get one size up.
I believe no, she's large. So yeah, you can grab her. Yep, you're zipping along and she floats over to you and she's
large,
kind of
but
getting
you're in
close and
charge.
into your face and you wrap your hand around her neck and you start dragging her down.
Okay, so first things first. I'm out of spell slots, but I'm not out of hunter's marks. And I want to drag her in front of the dragon, right? Because then she'll get hit by the dragon, maybe. Let me
You
start
might-
with
I
my...
mean, You could drag her over to us too.
That was the
And-
plan, yeah. I'm just wondering if I should bother using a hunter's mark. I think I'm just going to use my bonus action to zip line. So that's 50 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares is 50 feet, right?
Yep.
And if you could move her down along with me. And then I also have
your
40
movement
feet of...
after this will be halved because you're grappling.
Because I'm grappling? Okay.
Yep.
So that's only 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's 20 feet. And then I'm going to use my other attack to... I mean, I guess, can I pull out my greatsword, or should I use... Do you think I have to use my daggers?
You definitely have to dagger her.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured, because I only have one hand free. I also can't use my offhand, can I? Because I'm grappling. Okay. In that case, we will simply make a dagger attack at her on her neck. But look how close she is to everybody, and look how in front of the dragon she is.
That
Good
was
job.
A devastating turn. You made such
Yeah,
a
that
good
was
tactical
great.
decision.
Strategy.
That's true.
Strategy.
Strategery. Okay. My roll is 11 plus 7 is 18. Does an 18 hit? Hits. Okay, 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 6. No, plus 4, because I'm not actually throwing it. So I don't get the thrown bonus, obviously. 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 4. That is 10 damage. And I looked, and it looks like concentration is completely unaffected by grappling, which is the rules, and a bummer. But
Yeah, bummer.
okay, so a huge bummer, but that is what the rules imply. So regular concentration, please and thank you.
Oh yeah, no, 100% saves. 17 on the die.
But
Okay.
if they're grappled, I think we get like advantage or something to hit them. So it's like
what?
No.
It's not the restrained condition.
Oh, my bad.
Anyways, so next up here is my friend the Boog. And the Boog here is going to come up next to you as you're grappling his buddy and is going to start beating you up with his in one hand. Go ahead.
All of my guys pop. I roll a bunch of d12s to do damage.
Oh yeah. Yep, go ahead.
Which should have happened before, but like maybe just resolve this first, and then we can like do this like when my turn comes or something, because it was delayed, and that'll make the flavor.
Just get the give me. Okay, let's just get this knocked out now.
Sure.
Because it can affect the rest of the turns.
1, 12, 10, 3, 5. They're all necrotic damage, and they're all separate instances. So
1, 10, 12, 3, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 13, 16, 21, 31, 30. So 31, that is a total of 74 damage dealt so far. And then that will be 5
happening?
Concentration checks. So that
so I'll explain.
Go ahead.
Forsaken Chains is a spell, is a first level spell that I'm a warlock, so I cast it at second level.
No, I remembered now. Did I just wombo combo with you by dragging her out of the chains?
Yeah. Technically she like moved on her own first, but like basically, we wombo comboed.
Okay, I'm gonna chalk it up to a wombo combo.
I think me too. That's what I'm saying. Like,
because after this, we're gonna have a conversation about it, and I'm gonna say, "Was that strategy?" And you're gonna say, "Yes, that was strategy." What happened?
Sorry, there's just a bunch of weird noise outside my window, and I think it's fine.
As these chains start to snap around this giantess, you start hearing like and as you're kind of as you are whisked back into the reality you are familiar with, you feel the anti-magic surge across your skin. As you look around, you see a bloodied Zincha dangling from a line, a big moat of shadow behind you, with potentially the tip of Erish's sword sticking out of it. And a large aberrant creature running forward towards Zincha with a club and a sword drawn. They're going to swing with both the club and the sword here. So the club is.
I am AC 16.
The club will hit you for a 24, and that'll be.
For how much? Excuse me.
17 plus 7.
No, is that the damage roll or the attack roll?
No. It hits you for.
Okay, I'm down to 2.
No. Zincha, you're misunderstanding. The to hit roll was what the number I just said. The damage is 10.
Okay, I was like, what? That's like as much damage as the spell I just got hit by.
You have your reaction back, by the way.
Why?
As this happens,
because it's been your turn.
They try to thrust forward with kind of this crudely shapen rapier, or kind of it's more like a hand, like an arm blade. They try to shove through you to try to gore you with, but you are able to kind of swing out of the way of that. What's up?
I technically, rules is written I could use a safety roll, but I'm grappling this giant, so I'm gonna not, because that feels impossible to me to do a safety roll. Yeah.
Huh.
So, but if I could, if I'm facing lethal damage, maybe I'll drop her and roll away.
You don't appear to be so far.
Okay.
Celstrina, it is your turn.
Okay. So the shadows drop away, and I will say what I was going to say before is that like we wombo combo because Forsaken Chains doesn't say willingly like Booming Blade does. Like you can't Booming Blade and then pull somebody, but you can Forsaken Chains and then pull them. And
Very
so
cool.
I'm glad that our strategy that we did together worked out great. So we could get all these instances of damage individually without any save or on their part. Well, they had to save for the grapple. But the point is, we got Bay back. We did it. Strategy.
Woo!
Strategery. Healer's back. Healer's back just in time. Help me.
Okay. Celstrina is going to run out here and see that Bay is back. That's great news. So you got anything special for these undead looking fuckers?
Heck yeah, I do.
I don't know if they're actually undead out of character, but in character they seem undead. So that's pretty cool. All right. Difficult terrain. Celstrina is rushing in now with her Pokemon, as we said during the break.
Let me drag your Pokemon onto the map
She
here.
flips her hat backwards.
I want to be the very best.
And you say you don't know any anime references.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, so Celstrina runs in surrounded by two cute big caterpillars and one weird turtle. None of those guys I have to worry about the difficult terrain situation. Unlike Celstrina does. So she runs in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she can get like this far. Yeah, she can get like that far. And from here, I'm going to use my Mark of Shadows to pull the giantess, and I'm assuming that will pull Zinsha also 5 feet towards me.
It will just pull the giantess, but it works.
Okay, cool. So my Mark of Shadows reaches out with like a spectral hand of like shadowy, oil slicky goo and pulls her towards me, makes running away from me difficult terrain. I am suddenly getting a little worried about AoE spells, but that's okay.
So you do another. Oh, no, that's not your orb. That's your.
And you know,
Bay caught me pondering.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cast. Do you think this is a pretty big creature? Like I can create a bonfire that won't like immediately get Zinsha, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just cast create bonfires. Make a dex save.
Oh no, it's a different round, so I don't. Oh, I actually completely forgot to do that.
It saves
damage. Okay.
Okay. Then they don't take any damage because it's a cantrip. But there is still a fire there, which I can concentrate on because all my chains got broken. Heck yeah. So you see Celstrina.
Let me create a light here, and then I'm gonna edit it so that it's a crazy animation.
Oh, crazy.
Cool. So
Celstrina is gone, to be clear.
Celstrina runs forward, sort of like jumping over the little spikes in the ground to try to avoid getting spiked, and so she can't get that far. She like points her sword.
Amazing.
Points her sword at this enemy and creates a bonfire.
A disco bonfire
in her space, like closer to where Celstrina is. So if they were further from where Celstrina is, so if they want to leave, they have to go, or no, closer. So if they want to leave, they have to do difficult terrain or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then the caterpillars, they jump onto the ceiling and they run over and drop down and attack. And they're both going to make their attacks. Orange is left. I think they got like 11 and 13 to hit.
Neither will hit.
Okay, so the caterpillars walk along the ceiling and they spit their oil slick silk at this orc who's grappled by Zinsha, but they manage to like dodge out of the way.
Okay.
And And then I think that at this time, Josephine flies over as well, and will use the help action to give the next person advantage to attack this person. And then that's my turn. Hopefully not too complicated.
All right, we gotta do a freaking we gotta do an ad break on Twitch real quick. Otherwise, people are gonna start getting pre-rolls again. So we're gonna go in. Here we go. So yeah,
is
so
that
we
how
got
that works?
attack. Yeah, apparently. Light radius. I just want it to be 5 feet. 5 feet by 5
All I
feet.
can think of is burn, baby, burn.
Well, that would be if the radius is 5 feet, it's 10 feet by 10 feet.
Right. The radius is 5 feet. That's what I have here.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. So now it's a crazy fire.
I forgot to use my absorb elements damage. It's so stupid. It's only 1d6.
Well, did you even attack anything? Like, did you even hit anything with an attack?
Yeah, it was the really cool attack where I dragged her down the zip line, right?
But that's not it's an unarmed strike, but a grapple check.
No, and then I stabbed her.
Oh, you stabbed her. Okay.
Yeah, and it would have been really cool. I think I should have narrated it a little better. Because I was like dragging her
What
down.
damage
the zip
are you
line.
looking for? The movement damage?
No, I got that one. I just forgot I absorb elements to the fire spell, so I should have had 1d6 fire.
So just roll 1d6.
Oh, okay.
I
4.
think my cat wants to leave, so I'm gonna let her out.
So we are at 78 damage dealt so far.
She was bloody.
As the gods of Mechanus erupt from the space-time continuum, and the gods of the plane of order erupt from the space-time and quickly wrap flame around Zincha's dagger as it goes into the neck of this giant. Tess.
I'm gonna fill my water.
Next up here is so Celestrina stepped forward, did the bonfire. That's that. Bay, you're back online. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm going to go. Oh, come now.
Where does the difficult terrain extend, like up to where the dragon's head is?
Oh,
Yes.
Is that difficult terrain that I just moved through?
Yes.
Okay, then I cannot move that far.
Since you arrived, the crushed crates and barrels that are in here have now had a lovely layer of sapphire laid over the top of them.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then in that case, I won't go over there then. I'll just come down. I'll be here instead on the other side of these. Ooh, catty pillies. Okay.
I'm afraid of fireball happening. We're all very grouped up.
No, I am going to use a channel divinity, my second channel to divinity.
Cool.
Because I used one last time. So I'm gonna do Radiance of the Dawn.
Channel divinity. I thought you said for some reason I thought you meant divine intervention, and I was like, wow,
Get in there.
It's getting serious.
A second divine intervention. I don't think you're supposed to get 2 of them.
So it's 20 foot emanation from you.
It's
15
30.
30 foot. All right, so you'll get the 2 of them.
Yes.
The close one, both will save.
Wow. Well, they still take half damage. Sorry, my dice box tipped over during the break. Now my dice are messed up. I know.
I can't hold all these dice.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, so that's gonna be 11 damage. Oh, plus my cleric level. So, what level are we? 7? So, 18 damage to both of those Gaios.
Halved?
Huh? 18 halved, yeah. Sorry.
So 9.
And then I am going to cast Healing Word on Zinsha as I'm just gonna do it as a well. I'm just gonna do it as a first level. I feel like I should just wait.
Yes.
So maybe I won't do that. That's it then.
Cool. So as Bay comes forward, they reach down for their holy phial of water, flick it twice, and motes of radiant, of glistening balls of water slam into their enemies. As this happens, Erish comes around and will run forward 1, 2, 3, 4, and placing themselves on herself on this corner, having activated her sword and given it the good old magus treatment here. Not sure where they are tracking that on this, but that is what it is. They are going to make their bloodletting bite. If this creature's hit points are
Yummy.
more than its this creature's hit points are more than half, the target suffers the normal. Okay, yeah. Are we at bloodied? Yes, we are at bloodied with that.
Nice.
So we're gonna get first bloodletting bite off
With advantage. With advantage. Because of
why?
Josephine. Josephine did the help
with help.
action.
Okay, 10 and the other one was 12 plus big plus 6, I'm assuming. Yeah, plus 6. So 18 will hit. And
Yay!
then that is what the heck is her weapon? Just a regular longsword. All right. So we're doing D10 plus a D12? 2D12?
2d12, yeah.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Molly, can I also ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Did it seem like the radiant damage from Radiance of the Dawn was particularly effective?
Yeah, you didn't notice that it was not effective.
Okay.
But it wasn't extra effective. It was just normal.
But then they're not undead or weak to radiant, right?
It should be, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we have
Don't turn.
1, 11, and 3. So that's a total of
15?
15. So as Erish runs forward, slashes out
Well,
with her great sword.
Plus
with
strength
this.
or something.
Oh yeah, 13 plus 4, so that'll be 17. Or sorry, plus 4, 19. Will slash into this giantess for 19 damage as the longsword strikes true, leaving a gash across this giantess's chest. We are up to 108 damage dealt to this giantess. They are going to force. They are going. Then they have to make. She has to make her other attack, which would just be a regular longsword attack. 8 plus 7 will not hit. And that'll be the end of Erish's turn because that's bonus to get everything going. Yep, great.
Wait, did she make? Okay, it didn't.
And then she did her cantrip and her other attack.
Remember, she's still grappled, so she would get disadvantage on attacks that aren't against me.
The enemy would, but Molly was talking that she was Erish.
Oh, you were Erish. Oh,
I'm Erish.
I'm sorry. I thought you were moving for the giantess.
No, the giantess will use their legendary reaction now that they can actually do it. Because now we're in melee. To do a little thing. Do a little thing here.
Do a little dance.
Where are my features? Where are my features? I just
Make a
need
little
my
love?
features.
Get down tonight.
Do,
Get
do,
down.
do.
They're going to make a claw attack. They're going to make a swiping, not a claw attack. Jeez. They're going to slash out at you with their casting focus. This kind of mean-looking obsidian scimitar.
This is the giant.
This is the giantess.
Is there? Can I not interact? Like, does it have like somatic components that I could try
Wait.
to disrupt, or?
It's a melee situation?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm at least gonna use one of my warding flares. My fancy warding
It already
flare.
has disadvantage.
Oh. Well that
And it
I
also
didn't-
has a minus C4 from gnawing mark.
So far we are at the lower of the two is a nat 20, is a 20, sorry. And then gnawing mark will minus 1d for it. So that is a -1. So that will be the lower of the two will be a 19
Okay, this is at me.
to hit. Yep.
Okay, I AC 16, so that hits.
Cool. You will take 13 slashing and 9 radiant damage as the
13.
scimitar goes straight through your flesh.
Okay,
No.
hold the phone. Hold the phone.
No, Basil is not in the phone dimension anymore.
Yeah,
Half your
it's
ranger
okay.
level plus dex modifier. That would be 4 plus 2 is 6. Say the numbers again. 13 and 9, right?
Yes.
Okay, 13 and 9 minus 6 is still exactly 16. I have no spell slots. I can't safety roll out of it. I will go down.
And so as this giantess wheels around, Zinsha receives this massive wound that separates a ligament in her shoulder as she tumbles down to the ground. The zip line falling from the ring wrapped around her finger. Next up is the boog here. This boog. No wait, it's this boog. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Top of the order is the actual caster's turn now. Let's see what we have here. Did the caterpillars descend onto her?
No,
Or they-
well, they have to be like in melee, but I'm assuming the ceiling is short enough that they can still be on the ceiling, but like making spitting attacks or whatever.
Okay, she's gonna throw Thunder Wave and force Constitution saving throws from the both of the caterpillars.
Great. Okay. Orange is left. Okay, one saves, one doesn't.
Okay, great. Both will take both will take either 4 or 8 thunder damage.
Okay, got it. Left one has 6 HP, right one has 2 HP left.
They are pushed 10 feet away from you. Yep, that's great. Okay, cool. And that will be the end of
Like
her.
this?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And then she's gonna move out of the fire.
Away from me is difficult terrain, if that means anything.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, she's not moving very far.
Yeah, I'm just moving literally out of the fire so that she doesn't take the
I
upkeep
love-
damage.
I love my cute little fire. It's so cute.
You don't see anything happen to the dragon. Next up is this boog. And this boog, seeing Zinsha on the ground, will surge forward to try to collapse the next target, which is Erish. One hit with the sword, one hit.
It
one
should-
hit with the.
It
What?
should make the bonfire save if it goes through the space. But I don't know how big it actually is supposed to be. The bonfire is only one space wide, so you can just say it goes around if there's enough room.
I'll make that deck safe. It'll fail. Give me the whatever
Yay!
the damage is.
Yay!
2d8.
So at Erish,
7
we have
Woo!
7
7
damage.
fire damage.
So we are up to Boog South is up to 16 damage. And we have Erish got crit for one and will miss with the other. So let's see what this crit ends up being.
Uh-oh.
This is not good.
Not
This
good.
is not good, Bob. This is 2d6. So that's 7 plus 12, 19, plus another 12, that is 31 for the crit. As the sword goes, as this arm blade goes like nearly directly. Oh, wait, no. That's incorrect. Yep, sorry. It's not nearly that much damage. So it'll be 6 plus 6 plus 5 is 6 plus 6 plus 7 is
25.
20,
No, 19. My bad.
19, yeah. So it'll be 19 damage, and as the sword kind of goes through Erish, you see that Erish is both grappled and restrained as they're stuck on the arm blade of this aberrant horror.
Oh no.
Let me deal with Erish here.
Oh God.
Wait, where the fuck is Erish? Oh, Trev. So that will get you down to 17 HP. Erish is looking rugged. Next up here is Celstrina. You're seeing your friends getting beat back pretty hard. What would you like to do?
Is Erish still like conscious?
Oh yeah, just very
Okay.
bloody.
So Celstrina is just gonna look at Bay and say like, well, can you help them? Or should I pulls out my one last healing potion or
No, but
gestures
he's
at it, I
gonna
guess?
do like a big thumbs up.
Okay. And she's like, all right. Yeah. So currently
It like that Bay gives a big thumbs up. Did you ever anybody Community fans?
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you know how they do like that. They show the promotional movie of like Greendale, the promotional commercial.
Mhm.
Go Greendale, go Greendale, go! And Donald Glover's character is like, I only came here because the way that guy went. And I just imagine that's how Bai is.
That's
like,
exactly what it is, and it is as reassuring and persuasive as the Greendale Universe, the
I love
Greendale
that.
Community
I love
College.
It's
Go
trying to
Greendale, go Greendale, go.
It's exactly what Bay is being inspiring like that. Is there like are we allowed to can we make an action to like pull Erish like off of the, is that like a check we can do? Is that part of the like mechanics of it, or is it just like she can make the check? Because she's like impaled, right?
Yeah, so you should treat it as basically restrained and grappled.
Yes. So what I'm saying is like, can we like try to free her or anything?
Yep.
I don't know if that's the best.
Make an athletics check for her. As long if you get next to her.
Great. Okay. Yeah. I don't think that I don't think that I want to try to have caterpillars be doing that. So they're just gonna walk across this. Actually, you know what? This caterpillar is just gonna attack this guy, the one that is healthier, and get a 12 to hit. And that misses, I assume?
12? Yes. So that'll miss.
This one goes over here and attacks the giantess. Gets a 12 to hit, which I assume also misses. So that's just great. We're still in difficult terrain, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is as far as I can go. So I can't get myself close enough to attack the giantess, but that's okay because this is a tough situation. I wanna get them to attack me. I feel like as like, you know what I'm like, my current situation that I'm looking at this from is like 2 of my allies are really getting hurt. I am supposed to be a tank. I am not getting hurt very much. So that's what I'm trying to get them to like. So I think that from here, I am going to throw up shadows. I'm assuming that even though Erish isn't in the range, she'll be like included or whatever because of the like, I don't know how the arm blade thing is happening. I'm assuming that I cannot use the shadows to give us any sort of help in getting Erish unrestrained, but maybe that's not true. I at the very least would like to get it so that this enemy is like can only see me, and I guess wait, then I guess wait, no, it can be Zinsha can stay. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I want. And then I will just attack with the help of our friendly neighborhood flying turtle using illusory feint. The illusory feint. So you can see she is doing her actually I'm gonna use mirror image. That's my turn.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do my classic.
All right, the Celestrina appears and on many different levels. As all this happens by you, a big moat of shadow erupts beside you. Is this opaque to everyone else?
Yes, it's opaque from the inside and from the outside.
So you did just kill line of sight. Celestrina would know that she would kill line of sight to Zinsha.
Oh, okay. I can be like here. If that gets line of sight to happen. Or I can even, yeah, okay, cool. Because it's like a dome. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tactics.
Okay.
So, Bay.
Hey, it's me. Okay. Hey, baby. I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word on our body.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, and now it's 2. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Plus my spellcasting modifier. Okay. Cool. So that's gonna be 11 hit points back to everyone.
Zinsha, you get a gasp of breath as you come back to consciousness.
And hey, you know, since that's a bonus action, you could even try to free our friend.
Whatever you want to do. What would you like? You have a you have whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah. I'll go. Yeah, I'll try and pull Erish off of that which she finds herself impaled upon.
All right. So you go to. Are you trying to give her the help action for her next check?
What are my options? I would have to
pull her.
What would that entail, though? I'm not very athletic.
That was my thought. So do you just want to give her the help action?
Yes, I would love to just give her the help action.
Cool. You give her the help action. Next up is Erish, who will try to get herself off of this blade because ouch.
Yay!
With advantage. Wow, that is awful.
No.
She'll just sit on the blade, I guess. A 1, a nat 1, and a 4.
Well, you know, at least we prevented critical failure.
I don't. She slide further down the blade, I guess, maybe. All right. So that was an action. That sucked. What a bad use of a turn. New grappler kind of sucks, doesn't it? And then I don't have much of a bonus action.
What's that mage's
all
features?
All of the spells are actions. Okay. Next up here is the boog. Is this boog that's been sealed into the darkness?
You're locked in here with me. Oh man.
One. It's actually the other boog. 1, 2, 3, and then in order to close with you, they have to dash. So that's where they're at. Zinsha, you are up.
Yeah. What does that mean? Did that
you are
change at all?
conscious. You get an action.
You're
healed.
An action.
Yeah. You're conscious. You are prone. but you are conscious. You have 11 hit points.
Okay. Do I have
You get
any
healed
kind-
from 0.
I thought if you got healed from 0, you like lose your action or something.
That's Baldur's Gate.
I don't know. Probably because it's really easy to heal in Baldur's Gate. So I'm up. I have my action. Do I get any bonus to getting up from prone? I can't remember.
You just have more
It's
movement from like
half your
like
movement
your
speed.
ranger stuff.
No, I'm trying to remember if I took the feat, the athletic feat or something, or if I get that for free. I don't think so.
All right.
Did we say that the zip line disappeared?
Does it? Does it when you go unconscious?
Let's check the description. Forgot what the item is called. So I just call it my zip line.
Ring of is it literally the ring
Zip
of
line
zip line?
ring. Yeah.
Nice.
Once while the zip line is active, when the zip line has been active for a total of 1 minute, which is not passed because that's like 10 rounds, the ring's magic ceases to function until the next dawn. The hand wearing the ring must be pointed at the line when you magically travel across it, but otherwise you can act normally while the zip line is active. You can use a bonus action to end the zip line. I feel like I remember having like a minute total per day, and then I can like turn it off and back on, but I don't even see that here. Is this
It just ends after a minute, so you're good.
I guess it's
So
okay.
it's still working.
Can I reach it while I'm prone?
No, you'd have to stand up.
Okay, but that's not so bad. I guess I will stand up for 20 feet of my movement, and then I have 20 more feet, which is just enough to do this kind of loopy here, dodging around. I know it looked like that, but I went here first, then up, and then over, and then down in kind of an arc, sort of pivoting. Oh, we said this was difficult terrain, didn't we?
Yes.
Ooh, 20 feet of movement to get up. How gritty am I feeling? What does this fire do to me if I walk into it?
It's gone.
The fire's gone? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I once they leave on my
Then
turn, I can break concentration.
Then in this moment of desperation, I will trudge forward after gruelingly picking myself up off the ground. You see me sort of step on a crystal and just ignore it as it pierces into my scaled foot a little bit. And I gesture at this giantess who I am so livid with. No one's ever killed me before. And I'm going to put my hunter's mark on her. And I'm going to take 2 swings with my great sword.
Wow, great sword.
Yeah. First swing is a 19 on the die, plus 7. That's 26 to hit. That's 2d6 plus 1 more d6 from the hunter's mark. I'll make them separate because I don't know about your damage resistances. That is 8 slashing and 4 force, and then I also forgot ability modifier, so plus 4. So 12 slashing damage and 4 force damage.
Cool.
Okay, and I don't know if she's concentrating on anything, but I did damage to her.
Not currently.
And then I guess I'll use the greatsword again. That's probably better than 2 dagger attacks. Probably significantly better, actually. So we'll do the greatsword again. 12 does not hit, does it?
Well, total, no.
But I have graze, which I think just does 4 flat damage.
Yep, it does your attack. It does your strength and damage.
So 4 damage, please and thank you.
Yep. So
but it doesn't hit, so it doesn't get hunter's mark. Okay.
Exactly. So it's 128 damage dealt so far, and this creature is looking rough.
Yeah. I if I remember correctly, I'm completely out of breath weapons, I think. But there was nowhere to track it on my character sheet, so but I just remember using it 3 times or twice or something.
Alrighty. So we come around as Zinsha comes back to and breathes, takes in the world around her, sees her friends getting closed in on. Erish is dripping blood, this rage pouring out of her. She steps through a crystal shard as it pierces her. So too does the great sword pierce the back of this giantess as blood starts to trickle from much more than just the wounded eyes and the pierced eardrums. This giantess, as she leaks all kinds of fluid all over the place, is going to focus. Yeah, this is evil, but this is what would happen. Is going to focus all of her energy on herself for a moment, and and you see a flurry of necrotic energy wrap around her, and you can tell that she has been healed for a significant amount.
A significant amount, you say?
Nice.
Yep.
I think it's evil, but in a good way. Like, that's a boss thing.
It's evil and it's exhausting, and here we are. Next up is the Dargan. Let's see what we get. Dargan's okay. Nothing continues to happen. We have the Boog in the shadow. The Boog in the shadow, seeing the only thing that it can see, will pull its arm blade out of Erish and will try to stab it into Celestrina.
I like to imagine that Erish is like on the arm blade and it goes to like pull, but then Erish like gets stuck on the shadows or something. So it's just, and then like pulls it and slashes it at me.
And it absolutely does. As it does, you see this club comes around and crashes on top of your head. You will take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
As you get cracked across the jaw, and this kind of sends you scattering. As this happens, the giantess will do one of her legendary actions. Features as you see a big rush of psionic energy pour out of her. I need a dexterity saving throw from Bayou, Zinsha, and Erish.
You need one from a caterpillar?
Yes.
I rolled a 13 again.
Gonna be a 19 for Bay.
Okay.
7.
All right. So we get both of you get knocked down. You will all Bay, you're fine. Erish gets knocked down. Erish takes 10 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. So too does Zinsha, takes 10 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
That one I will roll into it and take 7 less damage.
There you go.
So I only take 3, so that puts me at 8.
And so Erish.
And the caterpillar failed, so it's dead, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Great.
Erish is mortal and prone.
What does mortal mean?
Very near dying.
Near like 0?
Yes.
Okay.
Very near to 0 health. She has 7 HP. Just something to be aware of. So as this is happening, so yeah, the Boog does that. End of their turn. The big burst of Scion. Go ahead.
It's fine. I had mirror image on the attack. I forgot to use it, but if it's okay to just forget, that's fine with me.
Yeah. I mean, you want to just give me a roll your things.
Okay. One gets used.
Cool. All right. So you ignore the damage, and one of your 3 Celestrinas was broken up in the Shadow Realm. Next up is Celestrina. As 3 of you remain, what would you like to do?
Phew, shadows drop away, and I see the sorry state that my friends are in. Not happy about that. I don't know how to get rid of the bloodied caterpillar is dead.
Got it.
So I am going to go over here and with Josephine's help, make a. I will use bloodletting bite on this giantess.
Okay.
Okay, that's 23.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Let me know if there's any damage types you want me to track. Otherwise, I'll just add numbers.
Add numbers.
1 +4. Okay, so I deal 25 damage with my bloodletting bite. So you see Celestrina, like the shadows go down. And well, okay, I'm assuming that they're bloodied. If they healed past bloodied, then then it's not very good.
They're definitely not.
Okay, so yeah, the shadows go down. Celestrina is feeling quite healthy. There's still 3 of her, not 4, but 3 of her, and she sees that like her allies are prone and stuff. So she's like, oh, all right, maybe well, she says that and walks over and, stepping around the crystals and takes out her sword and like looks at this giantess and just like 3 different Celestrinas stab from different directions. And one of them connects, dealing a ton of damage as the like veins burst out in necrotic energy from the glowing sword. If I do a shadows here, I feel like that kind of doesn't do anything. So I think I'm chilling with my bonus action.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, Josephine's on the map. That's awesome. Oh yeah, and
right.
this caterpillar will attack this guy.
Yep.
19.
Hits.
Okay. 2 damage and grappled.
Hilarious.
So the silk wraps around the legs of this giant. Maybe not enough to slow it down, like the abomination. I mean, maybe not enough to actually do anything, but it is technically grappled, and it does take 2 damage. So that is all.
Heck yeah! So as Celestrina surges forward through this flurry of damage, you see this caterpillar just lightly spinning silk around this other giant's legs as it gnaws quietly on its foot. Bayou, you're up.
Okay. So Erish is near down, and everybody else is okay.
Zisha's not doing awesome.
Zisha, how you doing?
Zisha's also.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
That makes sense to me.
That's what I'm gonna
nice.
do.
No, that's awesome. That's so good.
So I'm gonna do that. It's save, I think. It's a
When they start their turn.
a wisdom saving throw. It doesn't activate. I feel like we have this conversation every time. It doesn't activate when I cast it. Because that's they're entering it technically. I'm just saying.
No.
No. Okay.
When you cast Spirit
they enter it
Guardians?
when they enter it.
Okay.
Whenever the emanation enters a creature's space, and whenever they enter, so yeah.
Oh yeah, so that does do it. So yeah, they all
Yeah?
3 of them need to make wisdom saving throws.
Sweet.
That's why you pop that spell every combat. I think it's so good.
No, I mean it's not the last couple because it hasn't been good.
Well,
Anyway.
I also piloted the last 2, so I didn't want to use the big guns.
Oh, that's good.
So,
I like it.
This boog, not that boog. This boog, will be the only one that fails. The other 2 will save.
Okay. They do still take half damage. So it's gonna be 12 for the one that didn't save, and then 6 for the other 2.
Yay.
Boog West is 6. Great. And then we have 137 dealt to the caster. So next up, Bay's magic pours into the world around them, the righteous lash of Admurs is felt by all of these creatures. as Erish, seeing these flitting monstrosities all around her, will stand up and will ready her bloodletting bite to try to put this giantess down once and for all. Here we go. Or wait, is she going to use a spell? Is there a good one? Throat rend? No, not really that good. Maybe we do Wave of Agony.
Oh, Wave of Agony is not bad here if it hits all 3 enemies because it's an emanation, right?
It is a cube.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So we can hit 2.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yep. She's going to stand up, burn her second level slot, and cast Wave of Agony. As a cube, these 2 will have to make a con save. Molly plays D&D with herself. That's cool. It's fine. All right, let's go. Molly plays D&D
I
with
love this
herself.
song. Such a fucking hit.
Wow, I
Put your hands
rolled
up.
absolute minimum. I rolled absolute dog water damage. What an
no.
awful thing to do. I rolled 8. So we have, this is up to 41 damage dealt on the giantess. And the Boog West is now at 10 damage taken. What a bummer use of a second level spell slot. Does anything else happen with that?
They can't move.
Even on a fail? Even on a success?
On a success, they're probably fine. I'm like trying to look it up right now, and my UAH is loading.
No, we're good. So that's all that happens. Erish kind of reaches forward, kind of trying to pull the kind of god of knowledge out from within her and trying to drive this necrotic energy into these enemies in front of her. This anti-magic field really seems to be fucking with Erish. As our Western Boob will attempt to put Erish down. Or no, it starts its turn in the space, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw. It will fail.
I rolled much better this time.
I bet.
That's gonna be 16 damage.
Okay, cool. So Boog West is now up to 26 damage taken here. And it will now attempt to break that concentration of yours. The club comes down on you for a crit, so that'll be 20. That'll be 20 damage.
I rolled an 18 to save
on your con save, so you save.
Mm-hmm.
The other hit will fall wide. As you dodge the arm blade and get caught by the club, and as it kind of knocks the wind out of you, you're able to steady yourself and hold on to the spell. Zinsha, what do you got?
What do I got? I guess I'm prone again.
Why? Oh yeah, you got knocked down by the ability.
Yeah.
But you'll get up again, Zinsha. They're never going to keep you down.
They're never going to keep me. I drink a whiskey drink. I drink a lager drink. Okay. Do I have a health potion? So something I don't have one in my... Huh?
Oh, thank you so much, Raiders from Fiona Shade Stories. Really appreciate y'all coming on over. Thank you. Welcome. We're just coming to the end of a combat here.
I will stand up. I will stand up. I took damage. Let me roll my concentration real quick. I rolled low, so I guess I don't have Hunter's Mark anymore. Why did I say anything?
Integrity.
Yeah, I think that was my last Hunter's Mark. I don't quite remember. But we haven't long rested. We've done like 3 combats, so probably my last one. Okay. I'm going to attack with my very, very good sword. My great sword, in fact.
I would even venture to call it great.
Gee, that sounds great.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. No.
Okay, 4 please for Graze.
All right, another four damage. Oh,
Did that do it?
Did I get exact lethal with the Graze damage?
Nice.
And it was exact.
Tell me about this. Tell me about how you
Okay. Zincha's
failing
precision
you
operation.
kill this still.
how I fail forward to kill the bad guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Zincha has never been in this much pain. Zincha has never been attacked this aggressively. Zincha has never been in a combat this dangerous before with so many moving parts and so many powerful actors. And it is a challenge just to stand up. They are punch drunk. They are delirious. They are possessed of only one purpose in this world, and it is becoming increasingly hard to connect the actions they are taking to this purpose because of how chaotic the situation has been. But they know one thing. They know step forward and swing with your shoulder, okay? And they step forward onto a crystal onto the ground, which skewers the bottom of their foot through the top and causes them to trip. They fall, and as they start to lose consciousness, as the last vestiges of their purpose exist, they fall, and the blade nicks just right under the giant's chin, cutting just a perfect accidental windpipe severed. Okay, and the last thing they see before I'm even gonna make my character prone again, just because that's funny. We're prone again. The last thing they see before hitting the ground on all fours is they hear a gurgle and they see the giant collapse on top of them, and they kind of are wondering, did I do it? Was that it? Did I do the thing?
And so you feel the anti-magic that has been pouring over you and has been emanating from this dragon that's suspended here in the middle of the bridge. These three bright bands of light holding it in place, keeping it prostrate here in this central storage room of this large mithril ship in the center harbor. You feel this anti-magic field start to recede, trying to push back against what might the Estipena repeating itself in front of you, as you feel the magic of the wards, the abjuration magic of the wards of Admor start to close around you, and the sound of the artillery banks on the dagger's edge start to click back in as the bombardment continues in the city far outside of where you are. This giantess, she looks at you, and as you stumble forward into her, as the blood starts to leak down her chin, and this kind of offset moonstone starts to flicker and starts to hum. Make a dexterity saving throw as the failsafe goes off.
Anyone who's adjacent, or just all of us?
Adjacent.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I got a good roll. I got an 18.
All right, and Erish also will save on this one. So we will do a nice 48. So that'll be 1.
Oh my god.
1, 6. That's 8. Okay, and 5. That'll be 13 force damage. As
14. Yeah, you're. Actually, I guess technically 14 minus 6 is still
8.
8. You have done that twice to me. You've done exactly enough damage that if I safety roll, I still go down.
It's personal. Don't worry.
I believe you, and I'm taking it personally. Okay.
Good.
Good. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm down. I'm actually gonna move my character here because I think it's funny if the giant collapsed on top of me.
As you start to lose consciousness, and this giantess's body, it falls on top of you, and you start to feel this kind of crushing weight pushing down on your chest. You feel for a moment that your consciousness starts to link with this powerful sapphire dragon suspended here in the center of this, being used as this resonating fork. and you see for a second a city with tremendous semicircular dome roofs and dustings of snow across interconnected buildings. And you see small sapphire forms moving from building to building. And you get the feeling in your mind, the psionic link of the idea of friend and the idea of family. And that is where we will pick up next time here on the Concord Nilmananji. So,
Yeah.
Hey,
thank you all so much for our raiders who came in. We'll be back here.
Can I ask just one question before we close?
Sure.
Do these other goobers like collapse apart and fall apart now that the main girl died?
No.
Ugh.
Well, no, okay, but the anti-magic field is gone, and every single ally that we had that has 4th and higher level spells and hasn't used any of their slots for them is just going to have all their spells available now. I'm just saying. So
Okay, well, that's fair. Okay, thank you so much for answering my question. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, again, we'll do plugs here. So, Adora, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, I got the URL of adora.blue, so I've got lots of fun plugs if you go there. And if you're in the if you're going to be at SakuraCon this weekend, then swing by my rave outside on Sunday in the park.
Cool. SakuraCon.
Details. Adora.blue. In Seattle.
Cool.
It's in Seattle Con. Yes.
Awesome. Penny, any plugs?
Yeah, I work for I'm a game developer for Contention Games. We made Slay the Spire, the board game. You should give me your money and buy it while supplies last.
For a limited time only.
Yeah, because there's a mysterious reason that we won't say out loud that it might get more expensive.
What could it be?
Okay, who knows? It's not like it's on everybody's mind all the time.
Stay tuned to the next episode of Concord Nilmananji to find out the answer. Charlotte, what do you plug in?
I'm plugging love and support and community. Everybody stay safe, and you're loved, and we're gonna get through it.
Can't echo that enough. You're very, very loved. We love you for coming here and spending some time with us here on a Wednesday night. Make sure that if you are not yet involved, 5050.1 FIFTY.ONE on the internets will help you get connected with means to making your voices heard in this trying time here in our country. And it's very important that you do. So, hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for your media.
Always remember that they put a 2% tariff on tea, and we fought a revolutionary war over it. Just something to think about.
There's a national 5051 is doing a thing on Saturday. Wherever you live, they're going to be doing a thing somewhat nearby, even if it's just distributing food to people in need. Sometimes that's what you can do and what you should do. So,
yep. And mutual aid and making sure that the hungry in our communities are fed is often what we can do. And that is super important work. So thank you very much for those of you who will be there. And hey, much love. Thank you all.
We stream every Wednesday. See you next week.
Every Wednesday night. See you next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I don't know how to raid. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out before next time. Very